Okay, so I just captured another driving log here on the dyno. Now we're getting really close to getting things nailed down. Looking at the mass airflow curve, the operation here, 1-2% difference, that's pretty much perfect. We can see right here a little bit of discrepancy going on from 27 to maybe 33. I'm going to do a pace special, multiplied by pace special here. So let's copy 2772 to 3369. Let's do the update here quick on our mass airflow curve. Once I start getting things pretty close, it's time to start dropping how much we're doing that multiplier by. We don't need to be as aggressive. I wanted to take large steps initially to get things closer, and now we're pretty much close. So I'm going to go and do smaller changes. So pace special multiplied by half. Just blend this up and down. Let's look at our VE table because that looked pretty good. We'll just open this up while we're right here. Let's take a look in our GMVE short-term fuel trim. Now, as you can see, the numbers are much better. They're not super duper low negative numbers that we would have to reduce the airflow in. So right now, I'm gonna just go in and probably take out about maybe, looking at this, from 3,000, from 0.52 and below MP ratio, from 400 to 3,000. I'm gonna take out here about maybe 10%, 8%, and then I'll just do a quick blend upwards. Let's do that real quick. That's gonna be the last change I make because this is pretty much nailed down at this point. So we'll go up here to 0.52 all the way up here to 3,000. I'll do 0.92 here, so we'll take out 8%, because if we look back here at the histogram, it's showing 10%, 4%, 10%, 7%, 14%, so we're just kind of taking the average of that and just chopping out here 8%, and then I'll just do a quick vertical interpolation right here, and a quick horizontal interpolation right here, and I'm not going to touch anything else. Looking at this as we move forward here, pretty solid. We're getting close, plus or minus 5%. It's pretty close. We could do some further tweaking and refining, but this is roughed in everything about 95, 98% of the way. Take a look here what this looks like. You can see the changes we've just made right there. So that should all be good. Let's do calculate coefficients. And I'm going to go ahead and copy this. Paste it real quick throughout, and then we're just going to check what happened there with our switching voltages, see what kind of effect that made in changing the closed loop feedback. The proportional integral gains. See what that looked like. Oops. Let's go back here. I don't know which table we started with. Just make sure we're all on the same page, so we're not going to have an issue there. Almost done. And last one here. Looks like we didn't do this last one, so that's what I missed. Okay, so we updated that. Let's jump in here to our chart versus time, our second chart versus time, and let's take a look. Now we can see the switching behavior was refining here. It's going back and forth. Now what we're seeing here in the EQ ratio, looking at the data here, it's more trending towards 1.0 lambda than it was before. Just kind of paying attention to the data here. And it's a little bit hard to look at it because you have to just sort of look at the trend, not kind of drawing a line through this. Now what I'm noticing is having a lot more switching behavior as we're driving it here. If we just compare that, and this is part throttle tuning 3, let's just quickly compare it to the previous data log so we can kind of see the cause and effect here by moving that around. Looks like my laptop might be slowing down here just a little bit, and I apologize. So be patient until it allows me to open up the other file. I want to just make sure that the changes that we made aren't causing us any problems or any kind of any more oscillations, I should say. And the closed loop behavior, we don't want to see that it's starting to make it go back and forth like crazy. Now, looks like we might have, there we go.